The Big Show with Night and Day. Pick up a Night and Day milk bar card and get your 6th shake for free.
Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show. The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Friday afternoon. It's the 2nd of February 2024. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night Mogi, you stallion, how's life?
Yeah, going pretty grousey, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. It's a joy to be sitting across from you wearing that. Has that got ice creams on it, that shirt? And your patchy beard that you're rocking there, you're looking beautiful, mate. Summer is working for you, brother.
Thanks, mate. Keyzie, how's life, mate, you mad bastard?
Yeah, life's pretty good. Fellas, looking down the barrel of a pretty, for some, very long weekend. For others, just a nice weekend with good weather after tonight. Of course, tonight's meant to be terrible.
Yeah.
But for the rest of the weekend...
Oh, downer.
I'm not going anywhere, actually, Mogi, but I tell you what I really love is the fact that everyone buggers off from the city and they leave it to old Hoity J and Mogi to just hang out, because I like a bit of space, I like a bit of freedom.
Space. I like to know that there's nobody out there when I don't leave the house for 4 days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, now listen, as always, everyone that texts through on 3483 or sends us a talkback on the iHeartRadio app or gives us a call on 0800 Hodaki goes in the draw for a $50 night day voucher. But it's Friday afternoon, which means, of course, Friday shout-outs. If you got a Friday shout-out, 3483.
That's right, we want to know who you are, who you're shouting out to and what you're getting up to. Are you on the road, going on holiday? Let us know, 3483.
Here's the tuts.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed, you too there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon. What are the people saying there, Keyzie, on 3483?
Yeah, that's right. Plenty of texts coming through, which means that they're all in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher. Cheers, lads. It's Cody from West Auckland here. Shout out to the big dog, Zenor, slaving away on site, listening to your yarns every day after 4.
Yeah, good on you, mate. Massive backbone.
JT here. I'd like to shout out my dad, Morn. We are on our way to... Mornay, is it?
Yeah, South African.
Mornay. We are on our way to Whitianga in the Coromandel.
Fringy. Jeez, man. That is...
It's good. You do a good version.
Jase does a really good one.
What, a South African accent?
Nah, see, now he's cancelled as well. See how I did that?
I quite like my South African accent. I think it's pretty authentic.
It is pretty good, actually.
Funnily enough, he spelt Whitianga as white anger. You notice that?
Terrible spelling.
Yeah, it's not good.
How's it going, fellas? Just riding bitch down to Ohiwa for a bit of camping. Cheers.
Oh, nice.
A fair few people will be camping. You're doing that over the weekend, aren't you, Keyzie?
That's right,
everyone
Jase.
taking off for the long weekend. Of course, Waitangi Day on Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's right. This is a nice one. Hey, boys, can I get a big shout out to my 3 kids who are in the back seat off to Matarangi for the weekend of sick boogie boarding. And so that's Maximus, Ada, Ella, and that's from Wayne.
Cheers, Wayne, you mad dog. And
Yeah,
good on you, kids
Wayne.
there. And you just shut it up back in that back seat there, kids. Don't make me come back there and
Bloody
tell you off.
Jeez,
Yeah.
We'll get there when we get there. Now shut it!
God, shout out to my old man Bruce. He's 66. He's still on the tools. He'll be wearing ripped stubbies with the left ball hanging out right now.
Yeah.
What a backbone.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So good, fellas.
What do you got planned for the holiday there, Jase?
I may actually be going to Mangawhai for a night.
Oh, just the one.
Just the one night, mate.
Yeah.
And then I've got a kayaking date with my wife on the Sunday.
My wife.
So hopefully the weather's going to be good. High tide around 6:17 p.m. So we'll get there about 4:35, and then hot sausage on the beach.
As in food.
Did you say
Yes.
a canoeing trip?
Kayak
trip.
Yeah.
So what happens? How many? You got 2 kayaks?
Nah.
Just the one?
Yeah.
So she's standing on the beach. She's dialed 111 and she's just getting ready to push send.
Pretty much, yeah. It's actually really comforting for me, actually, to see her on the shore. You know what I mean? But she's
just on her phone.
She just takes her books along, and the dog will probably come with
Jase.
us. She goes for a swim, and
Jase.
does that sort of thing. Has a
Jase.
few snacks, and then old Hoity J comes back and
with the hot sausage.
With the
we
hot
know.
sausage, yeah.
Have you ever thought of, like, with all that dog squad money you've got, like buying her a kayak as well so you could both go and she doesn't just have to watch you?
Yes, I have, Keyzie. The issue that we have is transportation. We
Why
don't
don't
have
you
the
just-
means to transport 2 kayaks.
Okay, well, I'm a genius. Why don't you get a 2-seater? two-seater yak.
Oh, I'd rather that we were separated. And
Sorry.
you know what I mean? Because
Jase.
kayaking for me is kind of a peaceful sort of... Not that I'm saying that it wouldn't be peaceful if she was on the back.
Yeah.
And then, sometimes people aren't as coordinated and as powerful as I am when it comes to, the oaring.
Why don't you sit on the back?
It's called rowing.
Or the rowing. And
You hop on the back, paddling.
And also, I don't want to cast my line out there, Mogi, and then do-doos, the sinker in the back of my wife's head or something like that, or a hook in the...
Didn't you hook your own finger the other day?
Yeah, I did.
But
really hurt
Why
too.
can't you transport two of them? How wide is your car? You've got roof racks, right? You've got two.
I've got a soft rack.
What the hell's a soft rack?
It's not a permanent rack. It's one you strap onto your car and then you stick the kayak on top.
And it can't have two on it.
No, it's a big kayak, Keyzie. It's
Right.
got all the accoutrements and so forth.
Accoutrement.
Accoutrement.
Are you and are you staying in an Airbnb or are you tenting it or what's the deal?
When?
When you're in Mangawhai?
No, staying at my mother-in-law's.
Oh, how hot. Is that the one that you bought the lingerie for Christmas that year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Still got it?
Oh, yeah.
You're saying off air she's still got it.
That's really weird. Here's the breeders.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
The Offspring there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon, 20 minutes past 4 o'clock.
Hey, got some more texts that have come in here for this Waitangi weekend here.
I'm excited about that, Mogi.
This is a shout-out. Big shout-out to Ash. Travelling with family, about to fly away on her OE. Super proud of you, kiddo. Love, Mum. Oh,
That is nice, isn't it?
it's a bit of a skay, A bit embarrassing. But all good. Love you too, Mum.
I reckon that's really
Wonder
nice.
if that's the same mum as my mum.
I've never heard that, by the way. What was
Skay.
it? Skay. Nah.
Skay.
Never heard about it.
Embarrassing. Oh, skay.
What about this one?
But
Friday.
that was lovely, Mum.
Friday shout out to the hubby Adam, who promised some extra D tomorrow because the weather's picking up. So vitamin D will be coming in by the truckload.
Thick and fast.
G'day, fellas. Just want to shout out to my boss for giving me $100 cash to put some petrol in my Corolla Ute. Currently feeding it into the pokies, wearing only my Vietnamese-made NZ wool swanee. Cheers, that's from Big Vinny.
Queen of the Nile, backbone.
in
Yeah,
Central
Big Vinny.
South.
He's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
an interesting one here as well. Shout out to Keyzie.
Oh!
For cleaning up his sink full of spew with a spoon when he greened out at one of the fellas' houses and hid under a lemon tree.
Yeah, that's a true story. That's not one I'm massively proud of. I actually know who has sent this one in as well, and
Do you?
it's a guy who's known for quite often having pink eye. So,
Oh, really?
Let's not throw stones in glass houses.
Okay, but let's talk about you for now.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna
yeah.
get some ads.
Yeah. So let me get you greened out. You did a power chunder in the sink, and then you spooned it out.
No, because it was clogging up the plug hole there.
Take us
yeah.
through the night, though, Keyzie. Take us through it.
Wish
bro.
I could.
Yeah.
Wish I could.
Start, you know where you went. You know whose house it was.
Yeah, we're at one of my mates' houses.
Yeah, what were you drinking? You're a storyteller, brother. Come on.
Use your words, Keyzie.
Yeah, I've got words. It's just, the
Just
story
use
is
them.
just not really. I can't even remember. I think we were drinking some horrific bourbon and cola type setup.
Yeah, sure.
Responsibly, of course. We were very, very, very young.
Sure.
Very early in our sort of getting steamed
Careers.
Yeah. Not flying by the seat of my pants like I am now. Pretty tame stuff. Back at one of the fellas' houses, eating some sort of fast food for dinner. Got to quite late. Decided to turn things up a notch. I turned things up a few notches too many.
Sure.
And my night was over pretty quick. Threw up in the sink. Then I knew his parents were going to be at home at some stage, and I'd never met them.
Right.
And I was trying to clean it up with a teaspoon, but I was just like freaking out.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
went and power chundered near a lemon tree, and then like lay down on the ground under the lemon tree because the world was spinning.
Oh, I was
obviously.
going to ask you if it was
Yeah.
The old spin, eh?
Yeah.
And then went and fell asleep on the at the very end of my mate's bed, like a cat would curl up on
Oh,
the end,
yeah.
and then just slept there the entire night.
Sure.
Yeah.
Keep your hands to yourself, did you?
What?
Yeah, well, look, I mean, it's not an unfamiliar tale, is it, Mogi, to be fair to Keyzie?
Not at all.
And I think we've all been there.
Have you though? Really?
Oh, not that bad.
Oh.
But, certainly where you're a young fella, you get a little bit overexcited, you have a few beersies amongst other things, and then, your big power chunder, which you try to control. How many of us have been there with the spew in the mouth there and running around going...
Where can I go? Where can I go?
can I go?
Oh, yeah, I've got some
Yeah.
good yarns about that. I have got a fairly memorable greening out story that I had when I was living in Australia, and I can remember every second of it.
Yeah,
So
well, should we
talk
get into
about
that
when we
next?
get back.
Definitely.
Sounds good, mate. Can't
What about
wait.
anyone else out there got any greening out stories? Text us on 3483 and you can get yourself a $50 night and day voucher.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed. Push there on the radio.
Wait.
Hodaki Big Show.
So good.
That was good, Jase.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Actually, I was a little bit worried I was going to choke on a bit of prawn there.
Well, you were absolutely nailing it until Keyzie told you to be careful.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, but that's all good.
Wait.
Hey, the texts are pouring in on 3483, by the way.
That's right. It's greened out chat, which is just such a great topic. So keep them coming if you've had a terrible night and greened out. Here's a good text on 3483. I once greened out and shat myself in my grandparents' bed. Which is just classic, okay?
I don't think I've ever shat myself.
You don't think you've ever shat yourself?
Yeah.
Well, you never know because you don't wipe.
That's right.
Woke up from greening out, went wheeze in my girlfriend's parents' shoe cupboard, thinking I made it to the toilet while they were in the room sleeping. So that's a classic situation.
I've done one of those fire trucks, yeah.
Yeah, I've done that on my flatmate's TV.
Had a huge night, had to work the next morning at 5 a.m. My job was making all the pizza dough for the next day. Started to make the dough and the smell of yeast and flour made me sick. I spewed all through the dough. Worried I'd get in trouble, I wiped it up and continued making the pizza dough and didn't tell anyone.
Oh, no.
I had one when I was living over in Australia, and it was a house party, which are pretty rare events in Australia, actually. Most people just go to bars every single day,
Right.
7 days a week. But went to this house party. It was out Parramatta, so out west there. Went along, had a few beers in me, feeling pretty good there, Keyzie. This is 20-odd years ago. Sitting in the lounge, quite a few people there, maybe 20-odd people sitting around, and got chatting to a young lady, Keyzie. Things are going pretty well. You wouldn't know about that, but things are looking pretty good. And before you know it, somebody's passing around a cigarette for everyone to share, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I think to myself, well, what I always say to myself is never, ever smoke cigarettes when you've been drinking. Because I always green out, and I know that. But what happens is I get a few drinks in me, and I'm like, I'll be sweet, man.
I'm the man.
So I smoked on some of that cigarette, and then after about 6 seconds, I had an urge, a need to get out of the couch I was in and get outside because I knew I was going to puke at any second. So while trying to maintain that I was still cool to this woman I was talking
nice.
to. you know,
You're the man, G.
I'll be back in a minute.
You're such an alpha.
And so I bailed outside and went around the corner of the house and just absolutely threw my guts up and was retching for probably an hour.
Wow.
And just passed out on the grass there. But everybody was... But in your mind, you're completely lucid. You're totally fine. You're sober now, and you've just got this body that is just absolutely hopeless. It's like your Toyota Corolla, Jase.
Yes.
Absolutely
Oh,
useless
she
to
runs
anybody.
well, though.
But
Yes.
but everybody kept on coming over and trying to get me up, help me out. Oh, come on, mate, you'll be right. Stand up. And I was like, just go away. Man.
It's been
They
a
don't leave
busy
It's been a
day.
very busy day. So then I went and hid in. There was a kennel, a dog kennel. So I went and got in the dog kennel.
Yes.
And then the next thing I knew, the woman that I'd been talking to in the house there, she was like, "Oh, see you later, Mike." And I'm like, "Yeah, all good."
My
it was a brutal, brutal lesson, man. Oh,
What a
God.
man.
How long were you in the dog box there for? Did you spend the night?
Oh, it was hours.
Really?
Hours and hours, and then it was raining, as
Right.
well. So that was a bit of a plus that I was in the kennel. Dog wasn't happy.
No.
So there was a dog just spooning with someone's schnauzer in the kennel there.
Just licking your chops, probably.
Oh God!
Great story. Keep them coming on 3483.
I married her, by the way.
Oh,
Good on you, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. The Foo Fighters there on the radio. Hodaki, big show this Friday afternoon. Keep those green out stories coming on 3483. Boy, there's been some travesties.
Oh, there's been some shockers.
You might notice at the moment, or especially today, Mogi, I'm really popping. You know what I mean? Like, look at the veins on my arms and stuff.
Oh.
You probably noticed that I'm looking in pretty good shape at the moment.
You got tracks though.
and I'm looking at the veins on your legs. Are those varicose veins?
Actually, I was a bit worried about those keys. You think they are varicose veins?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe they're a bit bulby. But listen, you'll recall, fellas, when I go to the gym, there was an older lady at the gym.
An old lady.
There was an older lady at the gym who kept smiling and waving at
She was
me.
hitting on you.
She was basically hitting on me.
Yeah.
But how
You're
old
a
was
hot-
she?
You're sexy.
Well, I would say she was probably maybe late 50s.
Oh, yes, that's quite a good
she's
match.
Yeah.
gotten younger because she used to be in her mid-60s.
Well, she was probably mid-60s.
Yeah.
And I sort of didn't really pay any attention to her, and then I started feeling bad because every time I went in there, she'd wave and smile, and I thought, oh boy, I better make an effort here. And so
what did you do?
I started talking to her, and she was loving it, sort of trying to find out when I came to the gym and what times I came to the gym. I was to the front, Keyzie,
a random
and all
dude.
that sort of stuff. Which I found a little bit off-putting because I was like, why does she want to know what time I come? So,
yeah.
And then I was finding she was coming every time I was there. And then finally it happened, actually. And she came up to me and we were chatting away and she said to me, are you seeing anyone at the moment? And I went, oh, God.
Not with these eyes.
Here we go. Here we go. And I said, yes, actually, I've been seeing someone for 27 years.
Is this actually true? Really? Okay.
I've been seeing someone for 27 years. And she looked... It was one of those scenarios that you'd be familiar with, Keyzie, whereby she was shocked and horrified and humiliated, but tried to cover it up.
Yeah, you could see her heart was broken.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a long time.
Good for you, good for you. Yeah, yeah.
that's wonderful.
Or
Blah,
was
blah,
it like
blah.
she didn't believe you?
And then she didn't come for a while. And then she turned up a little while. She turned up a little while later and she looked terrible. She looked like, frankly, she'd been on a bender.
Right.
She was dishevelled.
Right.
She looked broken. She wasn't waving or smiling to me anymore. And I went, oh, God, old hoodie Jay's done it again. He's broken another heart. But anyway, so I haven't seen her for a little while. I saw her again today. And what a transformation.
Yeah.
Really?
She's done something with her hair. She's looking very tanned and trim. You know in the movies, Mogi, when there's the sort of plain girl in the background that no one notices.
She's a smoke show, but she's wearing glasses.
And then all of a sudden, they take their glasses off and let their hair down.
Yeah.
And everyone goes, what the is going on?
Yeah.
It was one of those moments.
Right.
And I don't know what's happened, but she looks like $1 million.
Yeah. Well, she sounds like she's got herself some bit of self-respect, man.
Yeah, maybe, but
Because that's not compatible with you, is it?
what, self-respect? and here's the funny thing: I was like, oh, and I better go over there and check out how
Hey.
she's going, and let's have a little chit chat and see what she's been up to. Or Christmas was. Wouldn't have a bar of me.
No.
Wouldn't have a bar of old hoity J.
Did you go-
She totally dissed me,
Yeah.
cold-shouldered.
Did you go and have a yarn to her when she was looking,
In a bad way.
dishevelled?
Oh, no, I tried to avoid her when that was the situation because, as I say, it looked like she'd been on a hell of a bender.
Well, because maybe like the old switcheroos happened, another movie thing where because you've got that beard at the moment.
Oh,
So she's
yeah.
gone, oh, God, we've gone full circle here. The
Yeah, that's
tables
true.
have turned massively.
She went and got herself sorted out because you were looking pretty good at that stage, but now she's come back looking good and you look like you're dishevelled in a sack. Did you think about that?
No, I didn't actually, to be honest. How do you think the beard's going, by the way, fellas? All
Really
right?
good. Yeah, really good. I
Yeah.
like it.
Thanks, man.
Do you shave around your mouth there or does it just not grow there? I'm dead serious.
I was looking at it before and actually saw a clump fall out in real
Really?
time. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you shave around your mouth there or does that just not grow there?
What do you
like
mean?
mange.
On the no.
Mange.
Yeah, okay.
No one grows hair there, Keyzie.
Really?
Coming from you, it's a bit rich with your patchy bloody atrocity.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Better than Ezra there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon now. Bloody hell, Keyzie.
Sorry.
It's Friday, which means a Friday Throbber, a New Zealand theme today, fellas.
Yes.
And let me say, before we get into it, I'm not confident at all from the Hoity J perspective. Mogi just shakes his head like, well, what's new? I'll tell you why, though, because I played it to Pugs and he was like, yeah, okay, you
But
want
he
that
doesn't
one?
like anything about you.
Yeah, that's true. But then when he said it's okay, and then when Keyzie came out to, and he'd given him his throbber, I heard Pugs go, that's a tune.
Yeah.
That is a tune.
Yeah, but they're the same age as well, so they've got similar tastes.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. How are you feeling about your throbber, Mogi?
Look, when you've won 3 titles in a row, it's just sort of like the first thing that pops into my
Have
head.
we
I'll
had
chuck it out
3
there.
throbbers?
3 throbbers, man. Back to back to back. I've got a dynasty going here, you know what I mean? But anyway,
Totally.
yeah, it's time for somebody else to take over, so I'm just sort of...
Hand over the reins,
Well, look,
you mean? Yeah,
The
sure.
good thing about the throbber is the era we're in now is like the NRL era. The stuff that happened pre the NRL, who cares?
Oh, yeah.
This is the
that's
modern
what,
era.
That's what all losers, the kind of attitude they take forward with them, you know what I mean?
What did you win the Winfield Cup or whatever? Whereas, now that it's anonymous, you don't know who's picked what. That's where the real challenge starts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, listen, make sure you stay tuned. It's the Throbber next after 5 o'clock. Also, your chance to go on the Big Show, Big Boat. We're going to call another winner, aren't we, fellas?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki. It's the Hodaki Big Show's Friday Throbber.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones. You'll be asking the question, what is the throbber? Well, each of us here in the studio, i.e. Mogi, Keyzie and myself, we each choose a song for your Friday afternoon, and you, the listeners, then give us a call on 0800 Hodaki and decide which song you want to be the Friday throbber.
That's right.
First to 2 wins, fellas?
First 2 wins, I was about to say there. And also because it's Waitangi weekend coming up, we are doing a New Zealand theme this week, and also, new rule this year, you don't get to know who actually has chosen the songs until afterwards.
Yeah.
We just play a little compilation of all 3 of them. So,
Great stuff, mate.
what do you
Great
reckon,
stuff.
fellas? Crack into it?
Nice.
All right, here we go. Here are your throbber selections for today.
My husband is someone.
Always blowing the pipe. You know I can't go with goose chips.
Get my 20 back.
Please tell me that it's not your penis.
She's pretty big job.
So the answer is Sunday. What would the question be?
Saturday.
Throbber.
Nice work, by the way, Pugs. Beautifully done, mate.
Great
Good
little
on you.
compilation.
So, New Zealand, it's over to you. Give us a call right now on 0800 Hodaki and you decide. In the meantime, here's the temper. Oh, this is a tune.
Yeah, it's all good.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. It's the Hodaki Big Show's Friday Throbber.
Yes, indeed. As always, the phone lines have gone batshit crazy, haven't they, fellas?
Yeah, man.
People wanting to have their
Pumping.
say, Mogi, wanting to have their say.
Can I say 3 tunes this week?
Yes.
I love having a Kiwi theme. I love having themes.
Yes.
I like themes too.
I like themes too.
Me too.
I like themes.
Oh,
Oh, I'm over it now.
yeah, I'm done with it. Should we listen to the fantastic
Yeah, man.
Kiwi Throbber compilation that old Pugs threw together?
My husband is someone.
Always blowing the pipe. You know I can't go with goose chips.
Get my 20 back.
Please tell me that it's not your penis.
She's pretty big job.
So the answer is Sunday. What would the question be?
Saturday.
Throbber.
There you go, fellas.
James.
I tell you what, the great thing about the theme today was I was reminded of how many great Kiwi tunes there are.
Oh, there's a few.
There's a plethora.
Why didn't you
fellas.
pick one then?
Well, you don't know which one I picked, Easy. Let's go to Tezza. Tezza, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, g'day, fellas.
You good, mate?
Oh, I'm bloody well, thanks.
Good on you, mate. Hey, listen, what are you going with there, Tezza?
Oh, Fat Freddy's drop all day.
Oh, good on you,
Yeah, good
Tezza.
on you,
Can I just clarify, just in case people don't know what the songs are? So Fat Freddy's Drop was first, then we had Phoenix Foundation, and then finishing, of course, with Poye from the Patia Māori Club.
Yeah, great stuff. Let's go to Jory. Jory, how's life?
Not bad, yourself?
Yeah, good, thanks,
Good,
mate. What do you
mate.
do for a crust, Jory?
Fabricator.
Backbone! What are you going with, Jory?
Fat Freddy's drop.
There you go.
Douche.
Good stuff,
So I
fellas.
believe that was you, Keyzie.
Oh, the good thing about it was it wasn't easy. It wasn't hard to actually figure out who had picked what.
Sure.
Because obviously Fat Freddy's is one of my favourite bands. Jase, you picked the real boring one in the middle, and then Mike went for Poye, which is a classic.
Yeah.
So good, fellas.
I don't find the Phoenix Foundation boring. I think they're
Oh,
great.
they're a great band.
They're great. They are
They're
fantastic.
great.
So
I think
what's
they're
that-
goddamn cheek, actually, Keith.
That's two for you now on the trot, Keyzie. You've started off again with a hiss and a roar.
Another insurmountable lead. Right, let's listen to this bastard, shall we?
Tune, slings and arrows.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Well, there you go. Fat Freddy's drop for your Friday afternoon.
Can I just say that is an absolute throbber.
Sure.
That's what this whole thing was set up for.
Yeah, totally,
You
man.
know, that
Totally.
throbbed.
Slings and Arrows, it's called.
That's a
And
tune.
I tell you what, I think they're playing Symphony this weekend in the debate. I think
Is it
they are.
next weekend?
Or is it next weekend?
Next weekend, yeah.
Is it
and-
controversial of me to say
Hang on.
that I think they're a good band, really good band? They're just not my cup of tea.
Oh, it's fine. It's
That's
not
good.
controversial,
Thanks, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no surprise to me that you don't like good bands.
Yeah, that's
Sure,
good. I prefer
sure.
that you don't like them because then I know that they're a good band to like.
Yeah,
Sure. I just wanted to put it out there.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
It's that whole...
I know, and I it worries me because it's sort of roots reggae based, and I get concerned again about the race base.
Yeah, Jase. So I don't have to cancel you again. This
I don't mind a bit of Bob. I don't mind a bit of
Can
Bob.
I just also say that Bob Marley
Yeah, but you're
is
talking about
Actually, Bob and I, we
Guys.
hung out for a little while way back in the day.
Bob Marley is very different from Fat Freddy's Drop. It is not reggae.
Bob
It's like
Geldof.
dub.
You're thinking of though, eh?
Yeah.
Bob Geldof.
Yeah.
You hung out with him.
All the time, man.
Really, isn't he?
We were like buzzy buddies.
But what does that mean?
Well, we were just good mates.
Touch
Right.
each other's bosoms.
Yeah.
Right, okay, that's cool. Great text here on 3483. Oh, I love the new rule. Keyzie's going to win it more often. So that's
Oh,
good.
right.
Yeah, it is a good new rule, isn't it? Hey, Jase.
Yeah, look,
Well,
it'll be
Keyzie's-
interesting
hey,
to see
look,
how we go.
I've got deja vu,
Yes.
DJ.
Yes.
Old Keyzie's cock a hoop again. Yet again.
Well, you tell you
2
what.
weeks in.
Tell you what, I'm not going to go on holiday anytime soon. I'm going to be here till the end.
Yeah.
Just
Bloody-
a bit of a recap, actually, what happened last year is that I think Keyzie went ahead by about 9 or 10 real early.
Okay, now we're exaggerating. I was ahead
Real-
by 4. Okay?
Real early. No, you were up
Yeah,
until
yeah.
11. We were like 2 and 3.
That's so bollocks.
That is the truth. You had like
11.
a 7. You had not 11. You had a 7. You had a 7 or 8 week lead. You did.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was on about 7 or 8, and you guys were on like 2 and 3 or something.
No.
And in that situation, of course, Smokey took it out, but even Hoity J equaled with Keyzie in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I went away for a month, guys.
That is an atrocity. That is an atrocity. Hey, but no, Keyzie,
Great tune.
great tune, mate. Well done, man. And I just got a call from your wife.
What, and
She's
tears?
happy as Larry,
Oh,
mate,
yeah.
because you're going away camping, and she knows how you get if you don't win the throbber.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
So,
man.
Are we still
Kia
saying this after?
kaha. All right.
It's been 3 years.
It's been, honestly, man, it's been awesome having you work with
Yeah,
us,
but you're a great addition, buddy.
Thanks, fellas.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed. Sublime there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon. Hope you're having a good time out there in New Zealand. Now, the Big Show boat trip. Your chance to be part of the crew. We're going to be broadcasting live on the Hodaki Gulf. When's that? It's about a week and a half, fellas. Nearly 2 weeks. 15th. 15th of February.
Yeah.
15th.
Yeah, we just say the date.
Yeah.
It is the 15th of February. The Big Show will be live.
The Big Show.
From the
Soon we'll be making another run.
from the Hodaki
The
Golf.
Big Show.
And we need a crew, of course.
Promise is something for everyone.
Can you guys shut the up? So we're going to be
Set a course for
Jase.
adventure, your mind
Jase.
on a new romance. Sorry, Keyzie.
No, you're not. So we're going to be broadcasting from the Hodaki Golf on a fantastic
The
boat.
Big Show.
It's going to be great. We need a crew of salty sea dogs to join us. So if you and a mate would like to jump on there with us.
The correct term is seamen.
Well, I just thought 'cause some ladies might come as well.
Oh, yeah, no, the same thing applies.
Right, okay.
Sea people.
Salty seamen. We need a big crew of them to come and join us. Go to hodaki.co.nz and get yourself in the draw. And we could be... Can you guys shut up so I can... And we could be calling you to put you on the boat with us, all right?
Saucy what?
Jeez, Keyzie. Sam, you mad bastard. How's life?
Good, mate. Good.
Yeah, good stuff, Sam. Hey, what do you do for a crust?
Oh, I work in advertising, mate.
Backbone. Great stuff. Now, in terms of coming out with us out on the water there, what skills are you going to bring us, Sam, as part of the crew?
Oh, mate, I was raised by the ocean.
Oh, really?
I know how to swim.
Whoa, you got one over Hoodie J.
Mate.
Yeah, that's good, mate. That's good. And you can bring someone with you. Who are you going to bring?
Oh, I'll bring my missus if she's up for it.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
She's
yeah.
up for it from the sounds of it.
Yeah, totally, man. Totally.
Keyzie, what? No.
Oh, actually, Sam, could you chuck her on, mate?
Yeah, here she is.
All right, boys.
G'day.
Hey.
G'day, mate. Who are we talking to?
You're talking to Ali from the UK.
Oh,
Ali from the UK. How's life?
Oh, it's bloody good, mate. Loving your country.
Oh, that's great,
good.
Ali.
Has to
You're
offer.
gonna love it out in the Hodaki Golf. What do you do for a crust, Ali?
I'm an engineering geologist.
Backbone! God.
Good
yeah.
stuff.
So, Ali, you're officially part of the crew, mate. Who are you going to bring with you?
Oh, I'm going to bring Sam, my boyfriend.
Actually, chuck Sam on. Can you chuck Sam on?
Yeah, thanks, Ali.
Oh, yeah, I'll chuck Sam back
Yeah,
on.
thanks,
Yeah,
mate.
right. Yeah.
You there, Sam?
Hey, lads.
Yeah, g'day, mate.
G'day, Sam. What do you do for a crust, man?
I work in advertising.
Backbone.
back-
So good. Actually, chuck
backbone.
Ali back on. no, you're all good. You're all good. You're all good, mate. You're
All right,
joining
we'll
us.
see you there.
Good stuff, Sam and Ellie. So they'll be joining us on the boat. If you would like to as well, head to hodaki.co.nz, get yourself in the draw. We're going to be putting more people on the crew next week. Also, fellas, after 6 o'clock is, of course, What's for Tea New Zealand with old Keyzie.
Yeah.
If you're on the road now and you're stopping in to get some food soon, why don't you let us know what you're having for dinner on 3483? So good.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
The Killers there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon. Now, Keyzie,
What?
I'm a keen observer of people.
Yeah, I've noticed you looking out the window.
It's what made me such a fine actor and what continues to make me such a... I observe people. And I've noticed with you lately, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you seem to have a little bit of a bee under your bonnet. There seems to be something that's just nagging away at old Keyzie.
Have you actually noticed that?
Yes, I have. Yeah, what's going on, man?
Have you noticed that, Mike?
Nah, I'm not a very keen observer of people, man.
Nah.
Right.
That's what makes me such a poor actor.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
continues to make me such a poor actor.
Yeah, okay, that
despite
checks
all
out.
the awards.
Yeah. So, look, I am a bit embarrassed, and I'm shocked that you guys have actually noticed this, and I didn't want to bring it
Huh?
up. You know Pugs-san?
Pugs-san.
Yes.
Or Pugs, as we used to call him before he went to Japan on holiday. The thing that kind of annoys me is that Pugs-san, obviously he's got this cool new nickname. It's Japan-based. I'm actually part Japanese. Can you not yawn in the middle of my story, please? It was a great story.
Are you nearly finished?
I'm part Japanese, right? And I don't bang on about it.
Sure.
But I just feel like...
Was that your shiitake mushroom?
I just feel like Pugs has all of a sudden become like, the cool guy who knows all about Japan and stuff. And it's in my heritage, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the cool guy who knows about Japan.
Can I just say he hasn't suddenly become the cool guy?
I was going to
the
say
cool-
exactly that.
He was the
Matey.
cool guy the minute he rolled up.
He always has been.
Yeah, but he's cool as, obviously.
And I think it's quite... Well, it's a bit rough, actually, Keyzie, to say that he's suddenly become the cool guy.
No, I didn't say the cool guy. I said the cool Japan guy. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Pugs-san.
right.
And so I was just like, maybe I could be Keyzie-san as well because I really like Japan too. And I just think it's kind of weird that he's kind of taken that sort of spot.
What about Steamer-san?
Why? Because I get steamed all the time. Yeah, it's a good one, Mike, actually. No,
Midnight Steamer-san.
No. I'd rather Keyzie-san. Is that...
Well, Pugs, can you come in here for a sec, mate, please?
What?
I think it's a little bit precious, to be honest.
What about Nappy-san?
Nappy-san?
Yeah.
That's actually quite clever.
I don't know if you actually heard
G'day,
what...
guys.
G'day, mate. What old...
Keyzie. My name's
Nappy-san.
Keyzie-san.
Yeah, trembly bottom lip Keyzie was saying there, but he's saying he's a bit upset that we've called you Pugs-san and that you're cooler than him.
Yeah, I think, I guess the thing that I take umbrage with, Jase, if you will,
Sure.
is that he's brought that up with you guys without me even in the room.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the
And
other
the
room.
audience.
I mean, I can hear and I can see everything because I'm in Studio B, but I'm in a different room.
Classic Keyzie.
Bring it up to my face, you know?
Yeah.
No
You
beef,
reckon?
of course, Keyzie, but what's your problem?
Well, I just think, it's just kind of you went to Japan for 2 weeks and now you're Mr. Japan is what's annoying me because I'm part Japanese, you know what I mean? So I kind of want to be Mr. Japan. I thought
Well, the reality is he probably knows more about Japan than you'll ever know, Keyzie. He actually takes a real interest in Japan. He came back here with a fund of information about it. It was fascinating stuff.
What about Honka-san?
I mean, what we could do... We could do a little test to see how much you actually know about Japan
that's
and
a
how
good
much
idea.
Pugs knows.
I know heaps about
Pugs-san.
Japan. How
Okay.
much? I bet I know more than you, Pug-san.
Okay, well, let's find out next, eh?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you need, man.
Don't say it like that. It makes me seem like a bit of a precious
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
a bit of a bit of a wanker.
Oh, good one, Moob, son.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Smashing Pumpkins there this rather moody Friday afternoon in Auckland City, I tell you what, fellas. Now, Keyzie a little bit upset that Pugs is now known as Pugs-san, given that Keyzie is actually Japanese and he feels a little bit hard done by, don't you,
Well,
Keyzie?
I'm not fully Japanese. I'm only 1/8 Japanese, but I'm very passionate about the culture and the country as well. And Pugs goes on holiday for like 5 seconds in Japan, and now he's Pug-san.
Have you ever been, Keyzie?
Well, I was booked to go.
Oh,
in
yeah.
2020. In 2020, there.
So you never actually made the
Yeah.
effort to get there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
That
okay.
doesn't. That's for you.
If I can just, Keyzie, look, I
What?
these kinds of nicknames, I didn't come up with it. They get bestowed upon me.
Yeah, it's an honour.
I wouldn't choose that nickname for myself because it probably wouldn't be appropriate. But I am a big fan of Japan. I did have a great time. It was a childhood dream of mine to go.
Why wouldn't it be appropriate?
Just because it's not really my place to choose that for
Oh,
myself,
I see.
you
'Cause
know,
he's
or
a
to
humble
say that
guy.
for myself.
He
you
doesn't
know?
give himself nicknames like Keyzie.
Oh, did I give myself that nickname, did I?
So what we thought we'd do, we'll ask you some questions to find out actually who has the better knowledge about Japan, all right?
All right, so we'll buzzer in. I'll just yell Keyzie and you'll yell Pugs.
Son.
Oh, this song I think that's playing in the background is called Sakura.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sakura.
Quite right,
Hey,
actually.
Keyzie, you
Sakura.
pulled it up there?
Gee whiz.
Yeah,
Sakura D's nuts.
Nice. Here we go,
That's
first question.
racist.
So it's going to be either Pugs-san or Keyzie. First question. What is the capital city of Japan?
Keyzie.
Pug-san.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say Tokyo. Nice one, man.
Was that right? Jase?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, 1-0
I'm going to
Keyzie.
answer this. I'm going to ask this next one. What is Japan's national animal?
Pug-san.
Keyzie.
Oh,
Oh.
Pugsy.
It's the green pheasant.
It is the green pheasant.
Really?
Yeah.
How the hell did you
You
get
didn't know
that?
that one?
Oh, you know,
Well
I just
done.
went to Japan.
I was going to... Oh.
Here we go. Next question. In what year did Japan host its first ever Olympics?
Keyzie.
Pug-san.
Oh.
1928.
What do
does
you
that
got
mean
now?
I'm
What do
gonna
you got,
go?
Pug son?
I want to say 64?
Correct.
Yeah. Well
Yeah,
done,
nice.
Pugs.
Rome was in 1960, Keyzie.
Thank
Did you know
you.
that?
Well
Yeah,
done,
appreciate
mate.
I don't care about Rome. So it's 2-1. Okay,
Okay, here we
all right,
go.
Here we go.
Which was the fourth biggest city in Japan in the year 1250?
Oh,
Keyzie.
Pug-san. Oh, you keep getting the buzzer.
The fourth biggest city.
Tokyo.
Oh, no.
I want to say that's Kamakura.
Yeah, it's
guys.
Kamakura.
Yeah.
Ding.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Come. Yeah.
Yeah, well done, Pugs.
Thank you, yeah.
Okay. At the height of Japan's economic bubble in 1988, how much did land cost in Ginza?
Ooh.
Keyzie. What the hell's that question? What the hell's a...
Well, you either know you're Japan or you don't.
You don't, Keyzie.
Well, this
yeah.
is...
What are you saying?
You do or you
Sorry,
don't.
what was the question again?
No,
At
no,
the
no,
height,
no.
Well, I'll say it again. At the height of Japan's economic bubble in 1988, how much did land cost in Ginza?
Pugs-san.
What? Okay.
30 million yen per square metre.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, ding,
Yeah,
ding,
ding, ding, ding,
Yeah, I
ding,
appreciate it.
ding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was that, 4-1?
2, 4, 5, 1.
You got that first one,
5-1.
though, which was
Yeah,
really good.
Tokyo.
Because
Yeah,
the
you got
capital
Tokyo,
city is...
Keyzie.
Yeah, that
I
is
don't
Tokyo.
think you'd know that one.
Thanks, fellas.
Yeah, that was good. So, yeah, Pugs-san.
Can I be Keyzie-san as well, though? Is that all good?
Well, we thought we might make it burnt meat patty nip-san.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Guns Roses there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show. Now listen, if you're driving out of the city at the moment, wherever you may be for your long weekend, make sure you take it easy, all right?
Just go easy.
Just be calm, cool, collected, and just enjoy the big show. Just enjoy the tunes and chill out, all right?
Yeah, man.
Coming up after 6 o'clock, as always, What's on the TV with Mike Minogue. And, of course, What's for Teen New Zealand with me, Keyzie.
That's not how you say it. It's What's for Teen New Zealand with me, Keyzie. Keep your text coming through on 3483. What are you having for dinner? And everyone that does so in the draw for a night and day voucher. We've got plenty to give away, so get stuck in.
Good stuff, mate. All that after 6.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night. Day. Now, listen, I was thinking about this, fellas. A lot of people out there will be going on big roadies at the moment. It's a perfect opportunity to tune into the old Big Show outro podcast.
Oh, yeah.
You know
Tune
what I mean?
into it.
Yeah, tune
in.
Get it on your wherever you get your
on your radio.
wherever you get your podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
It's bloody good. And basically, what it is it's a podcast we do before we start the show, isn't it,
Yeah,
fellas?
Jase.
That's true.
Yeah.
We sort of have a little chit-chat with each other, don't we?
Yeah, we do. You can tune into it wherever you tune into your podcasts. Also, if you are on the road and you see a night and day, why don't you pull in there and get a milkshake?
Oh, get a milkshake. They're $3.
No, only on Tuesdays.
that's
On
on
Tuesday,
Tuesdays,
pull in
yeah.
there on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
Waitangi Day when you're on the road.
And you can get your milk. What is it? Your milkshake, your
Thick shake,
and your super thick shake.
Yeah.
Sucking it.
Yeah. But this is what we chatted about on the outro today.
You did not stuff luncheon sausage up your
It wasn't firm enough, Mogi.
Yeah, not for lack of trying.
Bless it.
I tell you what, though, you can do that. You can do that with the old
With the
jerky.
roll of it.
With
Oh,
the
yeah,
jerky.
yeah,
That's
no,
a bit more
jerky's
firm.
Jerky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can put that up your.
Yeah, so good. Hey, Pugs, you know when you clip a little segment that we play on the radio, can it be this bit? Because it's really good. So good, man. Do you think that's a good advertisement for our little podcast outro?
Look, you're gonna gain some listeners. You're gonna lose some listeners.
Sure.
That's what we're finding.
And it was actually quite a good one today because we had a bit of luncheon chat, didn't we?
Yeah, no, we
fellas?
heard it.
The old luncheon.
Yeah.
And because I was a big fan back in the day, that's for sure.
we heard about it.
Do you
Yeah.
know?
yeah.
Do you know? I don't. I guess when I was a kid, I just assumed that it just came like that. I don't know. Would never have given it any thought as to where that kind of a meat came from. But then
Yeah,
when my mum had a dairy, we used to cut the luncheon out the back. We had one of those meat slices, and we did
Right.
it with the ham as well. So a big chunk of ham, you'd run that bastard through it. So I was a bit disgusted actually to find that they were like big dog rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much what they were. Delicious, though, Mogi.
Delicious dog roll.
White bread, butter, tomato sauce.
Yeah, you guys love dog rolls, eh?
Oh, yeah, man.
Hey,
Especially when it had the corn in it. You remember that,
the
Jason?
peas, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of
Hang off the
food,
back of one of them.
text us 3483 with your food text for old Keyzie.
Nice, Jase. Nailed it, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Underworld there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday evening. Right now it's time for...
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. Text here from Steve. What's for Teen New Zealand? With me, Keyzie. What are you having for tea tonight, Jase?
We're going the salad route at the moment.
Cool.
Doing a lot of salads.
They're good, man.
I had a smoked chicken salad last night. Tonight I think it might be your salmon salad. Just a salad with salmon in it.
Oh, yeah. Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
always,
was never sure
I've
what the
always
word
seen that
salmon
written
meant.
down.
You
Yeah,
know, the dried out salmon.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
get in chunks and you just chunk it through there. Bit of avocado, some cherry
chop,
tomatoes,
chop.
bit of cheese.
Bit of lemon zest, bit of cracked pepper.
Totally, man.
Bit of dill, bit of gherkin in there.
Yeah,
bit of jalapeno for a little bit of heat.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you ever put horseradish on? Apparently that's good.
Keyzie, who puts horseradish on?
Come on, buddy. What are you having, mate? Oh, you never know.
No, I don't
even know why I bother to ask you.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's interesting because at some point I'll know, but I don't. I still don't know.
Friday night, though?
Friday night, don't know.
What?
What are you having?
Tonight we're having sausages.
Oh.
And potato salad.
What kind of sausage, though? Chicken sausage? When's the last time you had a chicken sausage?
Never. Pork saucy. So you're looking forward to that, fellas. Cheers.
Pulled pork?
No.
And a potato salad, did you say?
Yeah.
What do you put in your potato salad there?
Potatoes.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
Onions,
Yep.
maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Celery.
You could occasionally, you might find a little bit of red onion there, but certainly some very small, diced up little bits of gherkin in there.
Yeah, for sure. What about your bit of egg?
Egg, yep. And then mayonnaise.
What are the people saying on 3483 there, Keyzie? Read them.
Don't say read them like that. It's so bossy. All right, I'll read some, but it's not because you told me to. I have no idea what's for dinner. Maybe some sausage or noodles, and then a noodle emoji.
Oh, noodle.
Bourbon and Coke for dinner. It's been a crap week.
I used to spend some time with a bourbon and Coke back in the day. Long time ago.
It was never my tipple, mate.
Oh, yeah. Used to work my way through the bottles there.
Burnt snags and coleslaw with a couple of steinies. That's backbone right there.
That sounds foul.
Yeah.
Black pudding on rice.
Do you know coleslaw in the old supermarkets are the most heinous thing you can buy?
Well,
is that right?
They are the most dangerous in terms of getting going on.
Right. Well, I've eaten them all my life and I've never got sick once.
Never had an issue.
Yeah.
Not what I heard.
Sorry, are there rumours going around about me eating coleslaw and then having an issue?
We talked about it earlier in the show.
Did we?
Greening out.
That's completely different. Okay. Here we go. Evening, lads. My favourite Friday night meal is Wattie's spaghetti with tuna on toast. Cheers. And that's from Gareth.
Oh.
G'day, fellas. I fillet steak, portobello mushrooms, new potatoes, and a simple tomato and lettuce salad for dinner. Love my Kai and Napier. That's from Kirk.
Nice.
Good on you, Kirk.
That's a solid little feed there.
That's a nifty little feed, isn't it?
What about this one? Hey guys, having flounder, got 8 in the net this morning. Kaipara, great harbour. You just have to do the hard yards. Cheers. That's from
good
Alex.
on you, Alex. Yeah.
Yeah, I spared about 9 the other day, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, good eating. Good eating. Bit of lemon zest. Bit of cracked pepper.
Salt.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Foo Fighters there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Friday evening. Getting close, fellas, that long weekend. Well, not for me and you, obviously, Mo. We're going to backbone it and actually work on Monday. Unlike Keyzie, who's going to fart around at some campsite, drink beersies and do midnight steamers in the tent.
Sorry.
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do a steamer in the tent, Jase.
Okay.
What are you?
It's just sillier. You go to the toilet block.
Yeah. Last night I watched Young Guns. You remember that one, Jase?
Yes.
Who's in that one?
How old
Isn't
is
it Tom Cruise?
Nah.
Swayze.
Nah. It was about 1992, I think. And it had Kiefer Sutherland. It had Dermot Mulroney, Emilio Estevez as Billy the Kid. It's a Western.
Oh, yeah.
His brother, Charlie Sheen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I've got the wrong movie here.
Yeah,
yes,
you're thinking of The Outsiders.
Yes.
Are you? Is that what you're thinking of?
No, I was thinking of Top Gun.
Sure. Yeah, similar. Yeah, Western from that age. It's bloody good, man. It's good fun. There's some horrendously bad stuff in it. I watched it probably 1 billion times when I was a little 15, 16-year-old there. I loved it.
Sure.
And in fact, at the start of Nate Dogg's Regulate...
Oh, yeah.
All of that comes
Regulators!
That comes from Young Guns.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Very good. Emilio Estevez was a great actor. He was cool and then he moved over into directing and stopped acting. It's a bloody shame because he was the man.
Yes, I was going to say, all of those actors, Sheen, Sutherland, Estevez, they were all of an age, really, weren't they?
They were bloody good. That St. Elmo's Fire, sort of. The Brat Pack, I think they called them.
You remember there was that great movie, The Breakfast Club? Did you ever see that?
Yeah, I saw that about 1 billion times.
Judd
Judd Nelson.
Now, and all the stars there, they all kind of petered out.
They did a little bit.
They all petered out, those guys.
Yeah.
I watched the end of Black Sands Vanishing.
Yeah, who did it?
We don't really know.
Oh, God.
And I have to say, I mean, I really enjoyed it. It's very off-putting, but it got a bit far-fetched.
Sure.
It got a bit silly with people sort of suggesting that serial killer type scenario was happening, which I thought was overplaying a little bit, because of all of the people that sort of went missing, interestingly enough, had sort of mental health issues as well, suicidal tendencies, all that sort of stuff. So it was a very tricky kind of thing to deal with in terms of how they were making the show.
It's the disappearing which is the difficult thing to explain, though, isn't it? It's the disappearing.
It's the fact that they were never recovered.
Because if you're suicidal, you tend to
be found.
Yeah.
But yeah, I highly recommend it.
TVNZ Plus, right?
No, actually, I was wrong. TV3. What's that one?
3 Now.
3 Now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I watched an episode of the latest season of The Crown because my wife wanted to. But it's about the Queen's sister, who has
Margaret.
Margaret has 4 strokes and then passes away.
4 stroke.
So she started out, crazy, right? So she has this stroke at a party, and then she can't talk properly and stuff. Then she's just recovering. Then the second one she has, it made me feel like
2 stroke.
It was horrible. The second stroke, Jase, so you'll love this. She was in the bath, and while she was having a stroke, she went to turn the tap off, but turned the hot tap on full bore.
And burnt the crap out of herself.
And then fell over with her feet under the hot tap.
Oh.
And it was like the most skin-crawling, like, wow, that's really painful.
What was this on?
The Crown season 6.
Wow.
And there's a very poignant scene, because I just watched that recently too, Keyzie, between the Queen and her sister as she was lying in bed dying.
Yes,
which was very well done.
Very well done. It is very well done.
Very well done. Well, that's great stuff, Keyzie. I was quite interested in what you said there.
Thanks, fellas.
Good job.
I had a vague idea of what you were talking about.
Keyzie, can I just say, and this is from Jase as well, I think, it's been a pleasure having you on board.
Oh, thanks. Am I going somewhere?
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Garbage there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday evening. Now listen up, New Zealand. The 10K backbone shout. We're going to be giving that away next Friday, so people need to really get stuck into this. 10 grand. Imagine how good that would be deposited into your account,
Look,
Logie.
I can understand if a few months ago you're thinking, it's not going to be drawn for ages, I'll just leave it. Well,
sure.
The time is nigh. You've got to act now to get in to win 10K. And it's not like you're busy, is it? Look at you.
And think about all that debt you racked up over Christmas.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, Louise. Especially you.
Louise,
everyone. Louise,
do it.
Honestly, Louise, when was the last time we had a Louise win a competition? It's been eons.
Totally,
I
man.
don't know one Louise that's won a competition like this. So this is your opportunity, Louise.
It's very due, Louise.
But also, just anyone, not just people called Louise, but anyone in general can enter.
But especially Louise.
Yeah, totally. Old Louisey. Head to hodaki.co.nz, all right, to upload a video of yourself yelling backbone. Or chuck it on Instagram and tag us. But once again, it is the backbone shout. So film yourself yelling backbone, get your workmates around you, do whatever, make it interesting, and you'll have a better chance of winning. And it's all thanks to our mates at Super Liquor. Cheers to them. Cheers to summer.
Super Liquor.
Cheers to that.
So good, fellas.
Thanks, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Well, there you go, you massive backbones. That's your Friday show over and done with. And indeed, they are show for the week. What's the plan for the long weekend there, Mogi?
I'll be working away there, brother, but I love it. You know what I mean?
Sure, man.
Probably have I don't know. I haven't actually had a look at the weather as yet, but catching up with some mates, that's right. Forgot about that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Pottering around the house.
Yes, nice.
Sell a few things, clean the house up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, man, sure.
Yeah. Not enjoy myself, in other words.
Yeah, great stuff.
Just trying to keep myself busy, stop myself from drinking and smoking darts.
Yeah, good idea, mate. Keyzie, you'll be doing the opposite. Going camping. When are you going tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning we set off, so that'll be a shambles with the traffic and that. But yeah, hopefully set up and, cracking a cold one out of the old chili bin at about 2 o'clock.
I would be picking, actually, that tonight will be the shambles.
Tonight is a shambles.
Traffic-wise, I mean.
Oh, right. So you reckon tomorrow morning will be okay?
The morning will be a shambles.
I think a lot of people will be going, okay, it's the long weekend, let's head out on the Friday. So we get the most of the weekend.
If you were going, when would you leave if you could leave whenever?
Sunday.
You'd leave Sunday?
Yeah.
But you got the show on Monday?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But, we've half-packed everything, so I'll be finishing that off, picking up some groceries, blah, 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 and then getting up early and hitting the road, fellas.
Who's driving?
Me.
Sexist.
No,
Sexist. Let's just leave it there, Keyzie, all right? You're digging yourself a bigger hole.
Okay.
Enough said, mate, enough said.
What are you doing, Jase?
Oh, look, like Mogi, I'll be prepping for next week's show.
Racist.
Over the weekend.
Racist.
Obviously, I'll be going to the gym. And as I've mentioned earlier in the show, I've really got to get my lawns and my property in good shape. So I'll be doing a lot of that. Well, I am, but it's a big job, Keyzie. I can't just do it all in one afternoon.
Big job.
Right, yeah, pretty big property.
Probably make love a couple of times.
Ooh.
Have some protein shakes. Do a bit of poetry, maybe. Maybe have a little... that's the soda stream. And what else? I think probably you'll be watching a bit of TV. And
hey, thanks for listening, everyone. See you next week. Bye.
Actually, I've got to catch up with one of my mates who's... Oh, no, that's actually...